Hi everyone. So it's been a while since I've done a live video, and I've been talking to a lot of people and they're struggling with coming up with healthy meal ideas that are super quick, especially if you have a young family and you're constantly busy and you guys have extracurricular activities, or you're a working mom at the same time. It can be hard to actually get a healthy meal in. So I'm teaching you how you can make a really quick and easy cream of broccoli soup. I know that I really love creamy soups, but if you're dairy free, it can be really difficult sometimes to come across a really good recipe. So I'm trying a new one today, of course, because I like trying new recipes. And I like using my Instant Pot. If you don't have an Instant Pot, don't worry about it. You can see mine is right there all set up. And right now I just fried up some onions. I'm gonna add some garlic to it. And this is something that you could do quickly, really fast in the morning. And then when you come home for lunch, if you're able to come home for lunch after work, if you use an Instant Pot like this, you can let it be the whole time when you're at work and not have to worry about it like you would have to worry about it if you were using the stovetop. So this recipe calls for onions, garlic, a leek, some broccoli, some full fat coconut milk, and some bone broth. So it's pretty simple ingredients that are healthy, and some ghee. If you don't know what ghee is, this isn't the best quality of ghee that I have right here, but ghee is clarified butter. So if you cannot have dairy and have regular butter, well then you can use ghee. So ghee is just the fat of the butter. So all the proteins are taken out of it. So most people, when they are allergic or reacting to dairy, it's usually the protein of the dairy they're reacting to, the casein protein. So that's taken out of the ghee. Some people are even super sensitive and they can't handle ghee, but if you want to try it, you can. It smells like butter, tastes like butter. It's just more of an intense butter flavor. So I use that to fry up my onions in. And the great thing about ghee, it has a high smoke point. So when you're using oils, like olive oil, avocado oil, butter, ghee, coconut oil, you want to know what their smoke point is at, because if you go above that smoke point, then that oil starts to go rancid and then it becomes inflammatory to your body. So it causes little fires in your body. So when you're using things like cheap oils like canola oil or soybean oil, those oils already are so refined that when you consume them, they're actually going to cause inflammation in your body, which is what we do not want. So if you use a really high quality oil that has a high smoke point like ghee, or a coconut oil or an olive oil, then you can actually, you won't have any inflammation from using that. For those who are new to cooking, I know when I was starting to cook, sometimes when you're not used to cooking or you've never been taught, you don't know what some things are. So this is what a leek looks like if you don't know what a leek is. And when you're using the leek, you're using just like the white portion of the leek, which seems like such a waste, I know. But that's what you're using. So I have it right here. And when leeks grow, they grow up through the soil and then they have a whole pile of dirt in between them. So you have to wash them. And the easiest way to do that is to just slice it in half like this. I just chop mine up like this, and you can, I don't know if you can see, there's a bunch of dirt. And what I do is I take it, no, I didn't do a good cutting job there, and I throw it in a bowl of water, and it's gonna rinse all my leeks. And this way, all the dirt falls to the bottom of the bowl, and then when I take them out, I just dry them quickly on a tea towel, because you don't want them to be wet if you're gonna be sauteing them up. So there we go. And you could do this the night before, so when you're ready the next morning and you're racing to go to work, you could quickly throw this all in the pot and you'll be ready to go. So I'm just separating all these onions. Here, let's see if you can see what I'm doing here. So just literally rinse them. So we don't want to be eating dirt. Okay. And then I just take a tea towel, clean one, and then you don't want to strain it necessarily, because then all the dirt comes out with it. So if you just kind of fish them out like this and put them in a tea towel and dry them, then you'll see, I wish you could see the inside of my bowl, you would see all the dirt in it right now. And that's how you cut and clean a leek, pretty easy. I'll just move that out of the way. My eyes are watering from all the onions that I've been chopping. All right, So I'm just gonna add in the garlic now. I should move you. Let's see if I can move you over here. Can't see my pot here. I turned it off because I was taking forever. Okay, so I'm just gonna add my garlic to saute that up in. So I use a little chopper thing because then it's quicker. So again, if you're in a rush and you're trying to hurry, you can just chop all your onions in here, chop all your garlic in here, and then it's done. And then once that's sauteed up a little bit, we're just gonna add some chicken stock or bone broth, whatever you have. So I had some bone broth left over. I love bone broth. I make my own. Super healing to the gut. So if you have an autoimmune condition or you have things going on with your gut that's not quite right, if you drink bone broth, that will help heal and seal your gut. So for me, I have some left over. I like to actually drink bone broth sometimes, like my coffee in the morning. It actually satisfies me. For some reason it does. So I use that to drink first thing in the morning, have it as my coffee, or you could use it in different recipes. You could use it in soups. Whatever you want to do. When my kids are sick and they're getting a cold, they love sipping on a cup of bone broth. They really do. They think it's awesome, which is good because then it will help them, helps boost your immune system, right? So it's good for you. I'm just gonna let that saute for a second, but I'm gonna show you after when everything is cooked to make it have that creaminess of the broccoli soup. I like to use a full-fat coconut milk. My favorite brand right now is Native Forest. It's a non-GMO organic coconut milk. Super great for making coconut cream because it separates really well. It blends really well, and that's going to give it its creaminess at the end. And this is what's good for you. Like, these are good healthy fats in this coconut milk. So you're getting good healthy fats. You're going to feel fuller for longer. So it's going to be a satisfying meal. I'm just getting, oh, that didn't really work that well. Just made a mess. Let me grab. Just getting some bone broth now. So if you don't have bone broth, not to worry. You just get chicken stock. Buy your best kind that you can from the grocery store. Or like I said, super easy to make your own. If you don't know how, you could actually go to my website, findingyourwellspot.com, and you could look up how you can easily make a simple bone broth. That doesn't have to take all day. Again, I show you how to make it in the Instant Pot. Mine's not actually an Instant Pot. It's just a pressure cooker, but it's all the same thing. And it saves you tons of time, especially if you're a busy mom. So I got that in there. I'm gonna add in, so I have broccoli already cut up. If you, again, are in a rush, you can buy broccoli already cut up, so it doesn't have to take that long. Just throw that in there. And then I'm gonna take my leeks that I cut up, and I'm just gonna throw that in there. There we go. Give that a stir. And then, yeah, that is it. We're gonna put the lid on and you let it go. I'm gonna try 30 minutes to see how that goes. You could go to work at this time, and then when you come back from work, you'll have a soup that's ready. You just add the coconut milk. And then for me, because I have kids, I'm definitely going to blend my soup. So then that way they're not picky about, oh, there's so many vegetables in it. Although they both really like broccoli, so I'm not too concerned about that. Just don't want to spill on you right now because I'm just adding a little bit more bone broth to cover that broccoli. There. So once you're done, oh, I should add salt and pepper. Don't be afraid to salt your food. If you're using table salt, that is bad for you. If you use real salt, your body needs that. So don't be afraid of using some salt so your food tastes good, because I know people always complain that, oh, healthy food tastes gross or it's so bland. Well, flavor it. You can flavor it, no problem. All right, there we go. Put my lid on and done. So it doesn't even have to take that long for you to make soup. 30 minutes, done. There we go. Easy cream of broccoli soup. I'll show you what the end product looks like as well. I will also attach the recipe in this video so that you can see how to easily make it super fast. I hope your family enjoys it. We'll talk to you soon. And again, don't forget to follow me on YouTube. You can find me on my website, findingyourwellspot.com.